Hello everyone, I am Mohammed Scorn from LPM Public School and welcome to biology class. And from this video lecture, I will explain about the new chapter, that is neural control and coordination. And the first topic I will introduce about the nervous system of human being. So let us start the new chapter, that is the neural control and coordination. Neural control and coordination. Which is the 21st chapter of class 11 biology. This is the 21st chapter of class 11 biology, and a number of topics we will discuss in this chapter about the nervous system, about the different organs of the nervous system. So first let us know about the term coordination. Coordination. The term coordination means when two or more organs interact to each other and perform the function of one another or complement the function of one another or each other. So that process is called coordination. So we can define the coordination as the process by which two or more organs interact and complement the function of each other. So this process is called coordination, which two or more organs interact together. They interact and also they complement the function of each other for a particular function or particular system. So this is called coordination. And coordination in human being, it is take place by coordination in human being by two system, that is nervous system and second endocrine system. Endocrine system. So in this chapter only covers the first system of coordination, that is nervous system. But in later chapter, that is 22nd chapter, in 22nd chapter we will discuss about chemical coordination in our body, coordination and integration, and that include the endocrine system. So endocrine system and neural system together perform or together make the coordination in our body for a particular function. Or we can say that nervous system and endocrine system together make the homeostasis in our body. So first let us discuss about the nervous system. So in nervous system, neuron or nerve cell, these are the cells which together join together to make the nervous tissue, and nervous tissue are responsible for the arrangement of nervous system in our body, or making of nervous system in our body. So these nervous tissue arranged in a different way in various kind of living organisms, as in the case of Hydra. In Hydra, these neuron cells make the nerve fiber or nerve net. In Hydra, the neuronal nerve cells make the nerve net, and that nerve net perform the process of control and coordination in the case of Hydra. And later the insect, in the case of insect have the complex structure like brain. Insect have both additional structure like brain and brain plus nerve fiber, brain, ganglia plus nerve fiber. So these together make the nervous system of, in the case of insect, while in the case of invertebrates, the advanced type of nervous system developed in the case of vertebrates. So let us discuss the various components of nervous system which are present in human body, because this chapter belongs to the unit that is human physiology. So this comes under the unit of human physiology. So we will discuss about the human nervous system, or nervous system of human. So human nervous system can be divided into two categories, broadly classified into two groups. The first is central nervous system, that is known as CNS. So CNS involves the brain. The example of CNS is, or central nervous system is, brain and spinal cord. In the case of human being, the brain and spinal cord together make the central nervous system. While the second category is the peripheral nervous system, or PNS, which is the peripheral nervous system. So all the body nerves. So peripheral nervous system involve all body nerves which are remain connected with brain and spinal cord. So these are known as peripheral nervous system, or PNS. So PNS can again classify into two categories. So these are two types, not two types, these are divided into two categories. So PNS, the first is somatic nervous system. Somatic nervous system. So SNS, and the second is autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system. So somatic nervous system are responsible for voluntary action. These are responsible for voluntary action coordination take place by the help of somatic nervous system, while autonomic nervous system perform the involuntary action. All involuntary functions are coordinated or controlled by the help of autonomic nervous system. Again, autonomic nervous system which is in short known as ANS. It is made up of two kind of nervous tissue or nerve fiber. Autonomic nervous system consists of two kind of nerve fiber. The first is sympathetic nervous system or nervous tissue. Nervous system. While the second is parasympathetic. Nervous system. So let us do about sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic and parasympathetic division or classification of ANS or autonomic nervous system, it is only based on the mode of their action. That is, they are either inhibitory or stimulatory. For example, in the case of heart muscles, so the autonomic nervous system or the autonomic nerve fiber, which are responsible for the increase of heartbeat rate, so they are comes under the category of sympathetic nervous system. Or we can say that in other words, that sympathetic nervous system responsible to increase the heartbeat rate, while parasympathetic nervous system responsible for decrease of heartbeat rate. So if one is excitatory, so another will be inhibitory for a particular process. So this is two types of autonomic nervous system in our body. Now again, the classification of PNS on the basis of the action, either voluntary or involuntary. The another classification of peripheral nervous system is on the basis of direction. On the basis of direction of transfer of impulses, they can be classified into two categories. So PNS is of two types based on direction of flow of impulse. So direction of impulse in the body, PNS can be broadly classified into two categories. The first is the afferent nervous system or afferent nerves. The second is efferent nerves. So in the case of afferent nerves, so what are the types of nerves which are referred as afferent nerves? So the nerves which transfer, in the case of afferent nerves, the impulse transmission takes place from body organs or tissue to the central nervous system, CNS, that is either brain or spinal cord. While in case of efferent nerves, so efferent nerves transmit impulses from CNS to the body organ or tissue. So both are work in our body in opposite direction. That is, if afferent nerves or not if, it is assured that afferent nerves are responsible for the transmission of impulse. This arrow shows the impulse. So impulse transmission takes place by afferent nerves from body organs or tissue to the central nervous system, that is brain or spinal cord, while efferent nerves are responsible for transmission of these impulses from central nervous system to the body organs or tissue. Or we can say that, in other words, nerves are also classified into two categories, that is sensory neuron and motor neuron. So apparent nerves can also be saying that sensory neuron, while efferent neuron can be classified as the are named as other name as the motor neuron, because motor neuron transfer impulses from central nervous system to the effector organ, while the sensory neuron transfer impulses from the receptor organs to the central nervous system. So this is all about the basic information or basic introduction about the nervous system. One thing is other visceral nervous system. Visceral nervous system. So other than somatic and autonomic nervous system, there is a short type of nervous system which is made by the peripheral, which may be the part of peripheral nervous system, that is the visceral nervous system. So the nervous system, nerves and ganglia, which make connection between the central nervous system and visceral organ. So these nerves and ganglia make the connection between central nervous system and viscera. So all the visceral organ in our body, like alimentary canal, blood vessels, these make the connection between the central nervous system and itself by the help of a nervous tissue, which are known as visceral nervous system. So we have discussed the definition of coordination as the process by which two or more organs interact and complement the function of each other, and that coordination in human body takes place with the help of nervous system and endocrine system. So endocrine system we will discuss in next chapter, while nervous system is the main topic we will discuss in this chapter. So the basic unit of, or we can say that the structural and functional unit of nervous system is cell or neuron. And nerve cell or neuron make the nervous tissue, and nervous tissue together form the nervous system of our body by making different organs of nervous system. So the general information or general things about the nervous system of different category of animals, because all the animals are able to perform or able to control and coordinate their body according to the environment. So in the case of Hydra, nerve net formation takes place in their body for the transmission of impulses, while in the case of insect, brain and ganglia plus nerve fiber, which make complex structure than Hydra, while vertebrates more complex and advanced form of nervous system develops, which we will discuss in detail in this chapter. So the nervous system of human being include two main categories: the CNS, that is either brain and spinal cord, which are responsible, while the PNS, which make the whole body nerves, consist of somatic and autonomic nervous system. So somatic are responsible for voluntary action, while autonomic nervous system is responsible for involuntary action. So autonomic nervous system again categorized into two categories on the basis of their mode of function or nature of function: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic. So if one is stimulatory or excitatory, the other will be inhibitory. So on the basis of their rising action or demoralizing action. They can be of two kinds. Again, PNS can be classified into two categories on the basis of direction of the transmission of impulses. So, afferent and efferent. Afferent from body organs or tissue to CNS, while efferent from CNS to body organs or tissue. Lastly, the visceral nervous system, which is related or confined to the visceral organs for their control and coordination in our body. So this is all about the basic information in related to our chapter, that is neural control and coordination. In next part of video, we will discuss detail about the neuron, structure of neuron.